Hello everyone, my name is R Gowrishankar, Assistant Professor of English, Doctor working at Dr.SNSRCAS College of Arts and Science. So in this session, we are going to discuss about communication. So where the communication starts? So the communication starts from womb to tomb. So not only a child communicates after before the birth, while the baby is in the womb of the mother, it starts to communicate. That's why we used to say that a pregnancy woman should always hear mild songs to keep herself relaxed, or should read good books, everything else. So what is meant by communication? Communication is nothing but to convey information. If you want to share any information, if you want to convey anything to others, communication is very, very important. So that is a purpose of communication. So not only to convey information, again we have different purposes. So the next purpose of communication is to share your ideas. So that is your opinions about any topic or any content, anything else. Then next we are moving to types of communication. So here the communication, I have two different types. The first is verbal communication and the second is non-verbal communication. So these are the two types of communication. So what is meant by verbal communication? That is, communication takes place through use of words, we call as a verbal communication, and the communication takes place through the use of actions. That is, without use of words, if we communicate, that we call as a non-verbal communications. So in verbal communication, we have listening, reading, speaking and writing. So in this, listening is the basic skill, because every child is able to speak either by listening or imitating with their parents or neighbors, other thing. If you are good in listening, reading and speaking, writing, everything will be taking place automatically. So here, listening and reading, we call it as a receptive, because we are receiving information or knowledge from some others. While speaking and writing, we call it as a productive, because we produce something else, are giving any information that what we have learned. That's why a good speaker is able to give more information, because he have learned so many things and is giving more information. Same way, a poet is giving a beautiful poem lines, but through imagination or experience, what he have come across, that we call as a productive. Then when it comes to non-verbal communication, body language, posture, gesture. So the way how you stand, the way how you sit, the way how you keep your hands in while you're sitting, the way how you keep your legs while you're sitting, everything are very, very important in communication. Then hand signals. So hand signals should not distract the audience, but you can use the hand signals in necessary places. It is also one of the important thing in communication. Then facial expression. So while you're communicating, always try to keep your face smiled. Only then the audience will be paying attention to you. Not only facial expression, eye contact is more important thing in non-verbal communication. So not only when you're speaking in front of a class or audience, even when you're speaking alone with your parents, children, friends, everyone else, eye contact very, very, very important. Only if you look at the eyes of your person whom you're speaking or whom speaks to you, it will create a good relationship. The last is space. So space, we know that, as we know, sound is traveled through by waves. So there must be a space for that traveling purpose. So space is the last important thing in non-verbal communication. So I think I have given the necessary information regarding communication. So thank you all for your patient listening. We can meet in the next video for other session.